Watch the gray concrete dissolve into the rear view. Tires hum a song for the horizon that is shifting.
ましてみないの。
来なかったら、これ昼オリーブオイルかけよう。オリーブオイル。
おいしくおかずね。立ててやる。
ちょっとかける。
ちっちゃい。
どう？
まあ、
塩気は？
うん。濃厚ね。
甘い。
濃厚ねだって。卵がすごいね。
うん。
これ大きい卵だったら。
美味しい。
どう？
おいしい。ね、やっぱりね。美味しい。
もうちょっとプルプルしてた方がいいのか
な。なんかキュー。
感じだね。いいよね。
いいよね。
carpet of rust, filtering the light that turns into dust. Underfoot, the roots are holding their breath. Life on top of a century's death. I'm moving at a tempo I forgot how to speak, where the air is heavy and the spirit is weak. The canopy is a patchwork quilt of all the dreams that we never built. Everything's silent, everything's still, walking the spine of an undulating hill. Just the crunch and the canopy, everything is exactly where it's meant to be. My phone is a ghost in the pocket of my coat. A million unread words I don't need to quote. I'm watching the way that the moss finds the north, and the quiet termination of the sap pushing forth. No deadlines out here, no race to be won, just a slow walk into the setting sun. The canopy is a patchwork quilt of all the dreams that we never built. Everything's silent, everything's walking the spine of an undulating hill. Just the crunch and the canopy, everything is exactly where it's meant to be. Just the crunch and the canopy.
静岡の志田泉さんの辛口純米吟醸です。夏のお酒です。いただきますか？
はい。はい。乾杯。美味しい。ニャンカップのちょっとなんだ軽くなった感じ。
飲みやすいですよ。もうとりあえずこれで。はい、ありがとうございます。美味しいね。写真撮ろう。これで。日暮らし。
日暮らし。上手に焼けたね。
上手に焼けた。はい。
Embers humming in the twilight glow. Embers watching how the pine shadows grow. Pass by in secret on a bed of heat, savoring the wild where the salt is sweet.
すごい辛い。
Simmer down now, let the mountain breathe. Simmer where the heavy world starts to heal me.
で、
Gathered in the gold of the afternoon, gathered singing for the rise of the silver moon. Stillness in the steam rising from the bowl. Stillness finding comfort for the winter in the soul. Just a hum of life in the cedar air, knowing that we finally arrived right here. Knowing that we finally arrived right here. Twilight lingers like a heavy silk. Milk and honey, or the winter's milk. Crackle of the needles, the resins cry. Painting purple on a clearing sky. The pine is heavy, but the spirit's light. Passing the torch to the coming night. Gathered in the gold of the afternoon, gathered singing for the rise of the silver moon. Stillness in the steam rising from the bowl. Stillness finding comfort for the winter in the soul. Just a hum of life in the cedar air, knowing that we finally arrived right here. Knowing that we finally arrived right here. Shadows stretching long and thin, where the hunger ends and the peace begins. No clock to winds and the peace begins. No clock to winds, no race to run. Just the ghost of the heat and the cooling sun. Just a hum in the pine. Everything's fine. Gathering, gathering. Pines are silhouettes against the blue. A midnight cold is creeping into view. We're sheltered in this golden orange trace, just watching time dissolve without a trace. The night air bites, but here we find our peace, where all the static of the city starts to cease. And the embers dance like tiny ghosts of red above the stories that we've already said, caught in the stillness of a shifting glow. Watching the sparks go everywhere we go. It's the heat in the heart of the shadow, where the wild and the quietness grow. Gray ash whispers as it falls to earth, a testament to all this fleeting worth. The rustle of the woods is like a sigh beneath the heavy silence of the sky. I'm anchored by the heat against my skin, letting the quiet of the forest settle in. And the embers dance like tiny ghosts of red above the stories that we've already said, caught in the stillness of a shifting glow.
すごい具だくさん。
Watching the sparks go everywhere we go. It's the heat in the heart of the shadow, where the wild and the
熱
quietness
のままだ
grow.
からこうなってないと困る。
Oh, the flickering orange, it breathes in the dark.
ああ、いいか。
Every cold mile is worth just this spark. In the hollow of the night, in the eye of the flare, there's a beautiful weight to the weight of the air.
あ、そうそう。 そうだよ、だってトマトだ。
And the embers dance like tiny ghosts of red above the stories that we've already said, caught in the stillness of a shifting glow, watching the sparks go everywhere we go. It's the heat in the heart of the shadow, where the wild and the quietness grow. Let the perfect day begin. Dust is dancing on the passenger floor. Red clay ghost of where we were before. 3 days of static, no hum of the screen, just the hollow ringing of the space in between. Cedar and wood smoke, a ghost on my sleeve. Cedar and wood smoke, a ghost on my sleeve. A heavy quiet, I don't wanna leave. We trade in the pines for the city street glow, moving fast while my heartbeat is slow. Coming home with the horizon in my bones, and the silent architecture of these temporary lawns. Everything is new, everything is reset. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. Climbing the stairs on these tired limbs, the memory of the ridgeline never dims. Digital clutter starts to creep in the hall. Digital clutter starts to creep in the hall, but the scale of the canyon is holding me tall. Unpacking the tent and the stories we found. Feet heavy but my head's off the ground. Feet heavy but my head's off the ground. Feet heavy but my head's off the ground. We trade in the pines for the city street glow, moving fast while my heartbeat is slow. Coming home with the horizon in my bones, and the silent architecture of these temporary loans. Everything is new, everything is reset. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. The embers in the mirror, they don't go cold. They don't go cold. They don't go cold. Trade in the pines for the city street glow, moving fast while my heartbeat is slow. Coming home with the horizon in my bones, and the silent architecture of these temporary loans. Everything is new, everything is reset. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. A fire on the mountain I haven't forgotten yet. The highway, the static, reset.